Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I do not have a poem to narrate like my previous one. However, today I would like to speak on some topic. The topic for today is, am I a feminist? Well, this question keeps popping up all the time and people keep asking me whether, Afra, are you a feminist? So let's think about it. So there is a beautiful quote by a very famous poet, Maya Angelou. The quote goes like this: each time a woman stands for herself without knowing it possibly, without claiming it, she stands up for all women. And that's something very beautiful, she said. So what do we mean by equal rights? Do we mean equal freedom, equal salary, equal seats in public transport, for God's sake? The same kind of jobs? No. What we are requesting is, just pay us what we deserve as per our qualification. Just give us the jobs that we deserve as per our qualifications. Let us walk on the street without any fear. Give us the right to speak when you make an important decision in the house, in your family. The same right that you would give your son by asking him of his opinion. So ask your daughters about their opinions as well. Don't just keep asking your sons. A daughter is also important, equally important. And that's what equal rights is all about. Why do we even have to fight for our rights? Why do women have to fight for their rights? There is a lot of difference between a man and a woman, but at the end of the day, aren't both human beings with feelings? The same kind of feelings. We usually see that when girls want to join a martial art class or a karate class, most of the families, their parents, their brothers and their fathers do not allow it. At times even their mothers go against it because they feel that probably they will end up getting hurt. They always say that a girl is physically not that strong and she might break a bone. So if we say that she's not physically fit and she's physically weaker than a man, let's think about one point. When both man and a woman are working, so they both work for 9 hours, and when a woman comes back home, she has to take care of all the other things in the house apart from her job. So she has to cook the meal, she has to wash the dishes, she has to clean the house. At times even she has to take care of the kids if they are kids. At that point in time, no one remembers that she is physically weaker than a man. So both have been working the same number of hours. They have been working the whole day. But the man is tired and the woman isn't. So isn't she weak at that point in time? How is that fair? Well, if you expect your daughters and your daughter-in-laws to learn each and everything about how to manage a house, how to cook, how to wash dishes, how to wash your clothes, or maybe do the simple day-to-day tasks, isn't it high time that we teach our sons as well the same things? Because at the end of the day, it's about being self-dependent. And today, when people are completely self-dependent, when we are so cut off from each other, we do not have anyone else to depend on. I think a lot of men have realized this. But shouldn't they have realized this a long time back? That's something to think about again. For years, married women in our country have been hearing the same sentence on and on. Haven't you learnt anything from your mother? So don't you think it's high time for the men to hear the same thing? We women can also ask them the same question, isn't it? Haven't you learned from your mother how to make a meal? Haven't you learned from your mother how to keep your clothes properly, or to keep your socks properly and not ask for your pair of socks in the morning? It's like a daily routine in every married couple's house. Where's my socks? Where's my watch? Where's my shirt? Where did you keep this thing? So why is it only a woman's responsibility to manage and take care of the house and not the man's? So we all know that in India, for ages, whenever it comes to arranged marriage, men go to a girl's house along with their entire family to choose the girl. So over there, they ask, they actually check out the girl, how she looks, how she walks, how she talks, if she can make a cup of tea, if she can cook meals, is she fair skinned? So if men have so many choices, why can't women have the same kind of choices? I mean, why is there a problem when a girl says that she wants to get married to a well-settled guy and somebody who earns well? The moment this question pops up, whenever, and this is something that I have always heard, it's like it's a very common thing. The moment girl says that I want to get married to a well-settled guy, oh, she's a gold digger. Oh my God, wow, she's so money-minded. Why? I mean, if men can be choosy, why can't women be choosy? She has the same kind of rights, I think, that she can definitely be choosy about who she wants to get married to. Why should a woman get married to someone who cannot afford to give her what she needs? And when I say that, I don't mean that a woman should be dependent, or a woman should completely be dependent on her husband for her needs. But there are a lot of women who choose to be housewives out of their own personal choice and not work. So in that case, definitely it completely falls on the man's shoulder to bear the expenses or run the show in the house. So yes, of course, a lady would want her man to be able to provide her with everything that she requires. Isn't that right? And something to think about. You know what's the saddest part in today's world? We women are not being dominated by men. Yes, we are to a certain extent, but it's not completely men who dominate us. It's mostly, what I have seen mostly is that a woman does not support another woman when she wants to stand up for her rights. So it's high time that we women stand up for each other and stand up for each other's rights. And lastly, I would like to ask a lot of people, am I a feminist? So is any woman who fights for her rights, is she a feminist? I don't think so. She's not a feminist. She's a humanist. Something to think about.